Yes, it's almost bedtime, and I find myself preparing for it. But in doing that, I have to come and share with you what's been shared with me. Just a moment, I was watching the Tube, and they was doing this documentary on India. And you know, not too long ago, they used to speak about India as being one of the poorest countries. You had so much poverty and suffering, as were China. But on this particular documentary, they were showing the wealth of India, how the hierarchy live. And it reminded me that it doesn't matter where you go, everywhere you got your people that's considered above everybody else. You got the elite, those who you expect to be treated different than you, who you've grown to accept and normalize as being superior to you. They carry their lifestyles different. They seem to be dressed, polished, and clean, and their living situations is adored. They always have their whatever the stuff on it. And I'm looking at them. And I'm saying to myself, everywhere you go, you got those who got the money, who got the wealth. You got those who are benefiting from what it all supposed to represent. India, Asia, Africa, anywhere, America. You got your ghettos. You got your lost people who seem to be. And what I find out is that these people who have this wealth, they enjoy it. They really do. And they have no real feelings about the people who are at the bottom. They're just so glad that they are not there. And they're thankful. And they're going to do everything they possibly can to make sure they don't get there. And they recognize that in order to stay away from there, they got to be smarter than you. That means they got to be courageous and more daring and bodacious than you. They got to be willing to reach out and grab before someone else grabs. They got to be dog-eating doggy to get it. And then after it becomes systematized and institutionalized, then it's fixed. And that's just the way it is for generation and generation to come. And the people just play the roles that they've been given to play. It's amazing to me that in the 70 some odd years that I've lived, I've learned the game. I mean, I realize people when they get in my bracket and a little bit older, they all die out. So anybody that learns something, they just dying away. And other people coming along, they ain't got there yet. And until those who are dying are able to have an effect on those who are coming along, we just seemingly wasting time or marking time. So I just thought I'd tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it amazes me how true it is that everywhere you go, you got the same thing going on. You got those who got all the wealth and enjoying it. You got those who support it, trying to get there as soon as they possibly can. You got those who are just trying to survive, know they'll never get there. And you got those who are waiting on God. And God is saying, is there a body that I can use? Oh yes, of course God can work miracles. One miracle, the greatest miracle it seems today, is to be able to find a body to be used. I said not too many years ago, they were saying that God could only find Trump. Out of all the preachers and all the people who love God, God could only find one. And that was Trump. And Trump has really come over the scene and shown his behind. And many of us will find ourselves leaning on God after this debacle. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so very much for your time. Until next, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.